Good question. You see, the ego itself is collective, okay? The ego is not yourself. The ego is the internalization of the projections of others, starting with your mother, right? Who she wanted you to be and imagined you were. And you took that in, and that became the first character you played in the play of life. And then the father's projections, and then you had to deal with the difference between those two and try to figure out how to create personas that would match both of their expectations and demands, right? And then the school system, and then the social system, etc. So the ego is collective. It's a microcosm that contains all of the collective demands of society on you and your way of negotiating all of those impossible demands that are all in conflict with each other. And the demands and beliefs you get from religion as well, which tells you, no, you shouldn't be that. You should be some pure being who is ethereal, etc. And you can't manage that. So the ego, because it is a microcosm of the collective, it's not your true self. It can never be unified. It can never be untouched by the collective because it is attached to the collective. So if you're in an ego state and you turn on your computer and put on the internet, whatever website you're looking at, if it's news or it's whatever it is, you're going to be affected by it. And the reason you turned on the computer was to be affected by it, right? If you didn't want some effect, you wouldn't have chosen to look at this. So all the information that you take in is affecting you. That's why it's very important, once you are on a path of trying to realize the real self, don't watch a lot of horror movies and of other dark things. Don't go to certain websites that are going to stimulate lower chakra activity, whether it's aggressivity or fear or paranoia or sexual lust or whatever, because that will just cause you to be trapped more in that collective shadow. So you want to free yourself from that and simplify your life and take in only the highest level of information that will enable you to remember who you really are, and drop the ego and its need to satisfy the demands of all of those beings in the collective who don't even really exist, because they're also illusory fictions that were projected upon and then took on their roles. So you want to get out of that playhouse of Maya altogether and then realize who you are. And then you can come back and play the heroic part of the one who has realized the real and the true and the beautiful and the good without being affected. Because now you are emanating out the truth of being. You're not trying to receive it from others. And so you're not affected, but others will be affected by the emanation of your light. Okay? So the whole economy of the consciousness will change from wanting to get something from the world to having something to give to the world that is really beautiful. And then the world will be affected by you, and then what will happen is you will get back the result of your own goodness in the form of blessings and good karma and merit and more opportunities for transformational realization until the highest level of liberation is attained.